another 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not sure.
Wow. Okay. Well, keep us posted because that will be fantastic.
Yeah, I sent him a picture. He wanted a picture of, like, a profile picture of me, and I sent him the one that's on the D7 website, the Toastmaster of the Year award.
Oh, he did not want that one?
No, yeah, he said it was fine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. So this is actually really good because we could add this in terms of getting some public relations. We could definitely tag on that, especially if you mentioned Toastmasters, right?
I've sent him. He knows that I'm a member of Toastmasters. That wasn't really the main focus of. He was really zeroed in on the
The trail.
the trail
Yeah.
and getting across to the average viewer, what the heck is this animal called the Pacific Crest Trail? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? Making the connection with the average viewer. So that's really the back and forth, the dialogue that we had.
I love it.
He's going to take 2 hours and boil it down into 2 minutes.
That's right. He's going to do 2 minutes out of that.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck. Well, could be
He's
good
looking
footage.
for a couple of good sound bites.
I gotcha. That's super cool. All right. So I'm going to let the group know that we are over here in YouTube land and that they can come and watch. In the meantime, why don't we take a look at, so there are 5 areas that I want to go over with the website that we can improve on each website. What do you think the number 1 is?
5. Well, accuracy. Number 1, the information has to be accurate. The email addresses have got to be accurate. People have got to be responding to it. The phone numbers have got to be accurate. People have got to be picking up the phone when it rings. And you got to have the right person there. That's number 1.
Okay, so let's just unpack this a bit. Let's imagine we are a person who really doesn't know anything about Toastmasters. We have found this club, and whether we did it through Find a Club or we're searching online, and we found this club, and all of a sudden this page comes up. What is the first thing you would want to see as a person who's never seen Toastmasters before? What would you want to see or read or understand about Toastmasters that would make you want to reach out?
Well, different people are oriented in different ways. They learn different ways. Some people are visual. They need to see a picture. And that's going to, the right image there is going to draw them in. Other people are going to read the stuff. They're going to, okay, I want the information. I want the data. So you've got to be able to cater to both left brain and right brain. I don't know if that's the right term for it, but it has to have a balance between those two. I think a good picture is worth 1,000 words. I mean, it's trite, but it's true.
I don't know that it's trite. I think it's actually really one of the most important pieces, because public speaking is one of the great terrors, right? It's right up there with death and taxes.
Right.
So someone reaching out and saying, "Oh, I'm going to tackle my fear of speaking and public speaking, and I'm going to lean into this. I'm going to do something about this." To see some friendly, smiling faces can go a long way. So I'm going to agree with you on both of those counts. 100% we need accuracy. There's no question. And we know one of the biggest challenges we have is public relations, VPPRs, even the president or whomever is running that website. It's really, it does fall under the public relations. So the VPPR really, this does house under that.
Mm-hmm.
They need to every year be making sure that whomever is responsible for that website goes in and verifies all of that contact information.
Yep.
What's the phone number on there? And updating. If you're not meeting in person anymore, please do not have an address for someone to show up if you're not meeting there. I've literally had people reach out to me and say, "I'm standing at this meeting that's on Meetup. Your Meetup has it, your website has it, and I'm standing here and there's nobody here. What's going on?"
Mhm.
I call the club and find out, oh, they're doing a hybrid this week. Maybe 3 times a month they're Zoom, and then the other time they're hybrid. But it doesn't communicate that on the website. And this
Right.
creates really bad PR, leaves a bad taste in the mouth of the person who's trying it. It's a loss. It's a loss for everyone involved. And we want to have win-wins
Mhm.
across the board on this.
Right.
So this is a really important piece. Let's unpack that accuracy a little bit more. What other accurate information should be on the website?
Times, the meeting times. If somebody is trying to get, and it should be in, it should say, like, if it's PST, it should say PST, because you could have people from all over the world trying to connect with a hybrid. And if it's at 7 p.m., they don't know what time zone that is. So that's an important piece of information.
Super important. And Bobby just said something really key. We've moved to hybrid. Most clubs are now hybrid or all online. So that means anyone from anywhere in the world can show up. We've had to our club people from Hong Kong, people from New York City. It is definitely a great opportunity. And if you don't have that clarity spelled out on your website, it's going to be one more hoop they have to jump through. So you want to make it as easy as possible. Add the time, be really accurate with that. What else, Bob?
It should answer the questions that they have about Toastmasters before they get to the meeting, so they have a certain amount of comfort level when they walk in the door. It's not like these guys like space aliens. What do they have toasters in front of them and make toast all the time? What is Toastmasters? What is that? They should unpack that concept a little bit. They should talk about communication skills and leadership skills at a minimum.
So how could they unpack that?
Hmm?
How can they unpack that? So this is perfect. What ways could someone unpack that on their website? What tools could you use to unpack that on your website?
You could just ask a question. Would you like to improve your communication and leadership skills? Or if you're looking for a job and going to an interview, are you prepared? Toastmasters can help you. Just like a tagline of some sort, a simple, as fewer words as possible. You don't want to make it a big long sentence or a paragraph, but some sort of a bullet point that that gets somebody thinking, oh. And then another question they're going to have is, how much does it cost? And then you can unpack that. You say, look, it's the cost of a cup of coffee once a week. That's all it is.
I like it. And what I was thinking is, what about a visual? What about a video? Could you have a welcome video right there, 30 to 90 seconds? In fact, I challenge all clubs to make a welcome video like a table topics, an impromptu speaking, or some kind of special. In fact, you could even do this as part of your club meeting one day and record everyone saying, welcome to the Clark County Toastmasters, where we are focused on helping professionals become more confident in giving presentations at their work, because we know how uncomfortable that is. And we are a group of, hey, and all the groups speaks out, I'm at this nonprofit, I work over here, I have my own business, I do this. And then, right, there's like all these beautiful, like Hollywood squares, everybody in their Zoom squares, and they're speaking and sharing. And then they invite you. We invite you to come on Tuesdays at noon Pacific Standard Time. We are excited to meet you. If you still feel a little bit uncomfortable, hi, I'm the VP membership, and I would love to walk you through a basic meeting. I'll share the agenda, or I will, this kind of thing. This is what I would love to see on some websites. I would love to see that.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
And I think that if we did something like this, all of the club members can get behind it as a bigger vision. And you can start seeing this vision of what your club can do together, but also as you reach out to the community and let them know and invite them in, like literally opening your arms to them and saying, welcome. These websites that haven't been updated in a decade, it saddens me, because I know the power of Toastmasters. I wouldn't be spending my time and energy and years volunteering here with Toastmasters. Bobby, you same thing. You wouldn't be if you didn't believe in this or feel like there is something bigger than yourself as a result of being part of this, something that's bigger than ourselves. I think this is a really important component to get across. But if your website doesn't spell that out and they feel really lonely, it's going to be a hard sell for them to show up at your meeting. If they don't feel welcome, maybe they don't know how, they're going to have to work a little harder to get to show up. And if like you were saying before, Bob, if there's missing information or there's not accurate contact information or someone doesn't follow up, we've just lost someone. I remember my first time coming back when things shifted all to hybrid. It was 6 months from the time that I reached out to 3 different clubs in my area. 6 months, nobody responded back. I would check my spam every once in a while, because I was an old time, with an in-person, and remember amazing times. And so I really felt sad. I was like, wow, I guess nobody's doing anything more anymore. That's too bad. And then who picked up the phone and called me? Lori Anderson.
Oh, okay.
Lori Anderson. And I didn't know who she was, but she somehow got my number and she asked me 6 months after I made a find a club request. She asked me, hi, have you found a club? And I said, no. And she was already a district leader. I know how much work she has to do, but she somehow, my phone number and my information fell on her plate and she was following up to find out. And I mean, sometimes that's what it takes. But again, this goes back to how come things like this are falling through the cracks? And then we're frustrated because our clubs are not growing. To me, this is the answer right here. This piece right here is that if we don't follow up and we don't let people know that we want them to come to our clubs, and we have to follow up and we have to do more of this communication, then our clubs are going to continue to diminish. And that's not what we want to do, right? There is so much value in Toastmasters. We've got to turn this around.
Yep.
That's a big piece. I was going to pull up a couple of websites so that we could go through them. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone in the waiting room. See really quickly here. I'm gonna invite a couple of people that I know really should be here. And Bob, if you can invite anyone that you are thinking might want to join us.
Who is on the website committee?
That's a great question.
Well,
You're not talking about our district one, are you?
I'm talking about the website contest committee.
Oh, oh, that's a good question. I bet you Jim is completely busy, but I'll invite him as well. Let's look at, I'm going to do this to David Shehorn because I know him. I don't think he'll be too upset with me. Right, David, when you see this? All right, I'm going to share my screen and we're just going to go over this really quickly. We'll wrap up in about 10 minutes, but I want to make sure we've got the top 5 areas. And you said one of them for sure, and that's the accurate information. Can you see my screen? Yeah, awesome. Okay, so when you go to right now, any club can access this free, it's called Free Toast Host. You can access this. Any Toastmasters club has this, it's accessible to them. So if you don't have access or you're struggling somehow, that's the first thing we need to handle. If you have someone who has created maybe, let's say, a WordPress site or a special site for you that's separate. Our District 7 website is, I know, a WordPress site, and it is made through Divi. So this is a little bit different, right? This district website has a different functionality. It doesn't mean that your club could not have a website similar to this. It's just going to require someone who actually has the knowledge and experience to do that. Look at that. Bob's right there on the cover. But this Toast Host website allows for you to have a template program that gives you everything you could possibly need. Contact information. So right here on this is where someone would land. And immediately take a look at what's missing on this front page. I'd have to scroll all the way down to a video, and it's a generic video. For me, this is a no-no because each club has a unique voice, and that voice should be primary and focused on your front page. I like how David has said our club is professional but fun. And then he gives a coronavirus update, and he says we're online through June. He doesn't have Pacific Standard Time. Look at this. We're missing that data. Okay, so that's really important. This has to get handled. People are scanning. They're never going to read all this. So all of this, I know he's cleaned this up a bit and we've gotten bullet points. Thank you for that. We need bite-sized bullet points, easy to scan types of things. Even here, it doesn't say Pacific Standard Time. This is really important. This needs to get sorted out. That needs to get handled. So all the clubs who are going to do this, I don't have the access to go in and log in on this and clean this up myself. This is something I really wanted to do in a work session together as a group, that you open up your website, and while I am directing this and we're saying what we can do right now, you actually go in and fix things. Repair a headline. Like this headline, communication is a science and an art. So who cares? I don't care. Communication is a science and an art. Yeah, so what? I want to know what you are going to do for me, right?
What's the WIFM?
What's in it for me? And this is an important piece of the puzzle. Public speaking requires communication and leadership skills. So practice to the third power towards a better you, huh? Maybe he's trying to be cute with public speaking, communication, and leadership skills. This is too cute. Mm-hmm. Cute is not clear. We need clarity over cute. Mm-hmm. Okay, folks, cute is not going to help you. Unless it's in a video and you are a fun club and you're all about being a cute club. Then you can be cute in your video and say, hey guys, we like dressing up in our pajamas because we're on Zoom. So everybody has bottoms, pajamas, and tops, ties. I don't know, something, whatever it is, if you're fun.
The other thing that I noticed about this page is like 7 different color schemes.
Yes. Oh, great point, Bob.
And I'm not sure what the different colors mean.
Right.
Blue, science is red. So
yeah.
Does that mean anything I see in red is science?
And I'll tell you something right off from the PR manager brand from Toastmasters International. This is off-brand colors. This looks amateurish. It looks homemade. I love homemade, but not in a website. Okay. This is a really good point, Bob. Turquoise. Why is that turquoise? Can we change this? Can we make the colors? If your club has specific colors you want to use besides the Toastmasters branded colors, keep it congruent and make it so that it is easy on the eye. Yep. What else do you notice? See, I see that there are just no photos, and people are really not going to scroll that far. Over 70% of people going to websites now are on the phone. They're on their smartphone or their phones. Now, I'd say with Toastmasters, maybe they're at work checking to see if there's a Toastmasters club or something. So maybe they would see it on their desktop, but most are on the phone. So we also want to check and see, is this responsive? I don't even know if it's responsive. No.
It should, look, their tagline, the
Oh, there
club
it
is
goes.
professional but fun.
Yep.
It should have
It's responsive.
something that says professional and something that says fun, and how those two line up together.
Right.
That's what the cohesive message, but it's kind of like a shotgun.
I agree. And I think this right here could be, because this is prime real estate. Let's just look at this. This right here is going to be your prime real estate.
Yeah.
So you want to you want to immediately let them know
above
that,
the fold.
Right, that they are in the right place. And they're going to have to go hunt over here to contact you, right? It's like they have to see, that's just 10 buttons before they, where's contact us? Oh, there it is. It's hidden. Don't hide the contact us button. Okay. Let's not hide that. And I don't even see it in here. There's a lot of speaking tips and this and this and this. It's just too complicated. We've got to simplify these websites. We need to make them really clear. Hopefully your club has a specific, it's a niche. It has a specific focus.
Right.
Be clear with your focus. What differentiates your club? Make that clear on your page. Is it just that you meet on Tuesdays at noon? If that's all that differentiates your club, okay, because that could be a reason why someone comes to your club. It fits my schedule. That absolutely could work. Then you could say convenient time, 12 to 1 Pacific Standard Time every Tuesday. It's a Toastmaster Tuesday, convenient for your schedule. And that could be your button. That could be your, like that's how you're capturing them and making like, yeah, okay, convenient. It's Toastmasters. We start on time. We end on time. That kind of thing. Yeah, this is important information. And then I would really just either have a video here, short video, no more than 90 seconds, table topics.
I really like the idea that you had there with the Brady Bunch panel.
Yes, that Zoom panel. And yes, I love that.
And inviting the guests to come and participate and meet them.
Yes.
And at the same time, they're displaying some Toastmaster skills.
Oh, 100%. You know, that could be a little challenge that I might invite and then have, I'm going to announce this, and I think I'll do this from my budget and just have, if clubs will take me up on this, those clubs that do it, I'll see if I can get your club a specific, like either, I was going to say a mic, but that would, each person would need a mic. Something for your club, something specific for your club that would support your club, that your club really wants to support your club, because it is valuable.
You're going to be professionally speaking on Wednesday?
I'm there. Yep. In person.
Yes. I would make that pitch to them.
Okay.
They're in the process of kind of revamping the website. There's been a lot of talk about it for a whole year.
Let me take a look at it. What is there? Do you know off the top of your head? What's
Professionally Speaking Club 3091?
3091. Let's just see if it comes up here. Perfect. Good.
There you go. You found it.
That's good that it comes up. Oh, look at this. Oh dear.
Yeah.
All right. And this is okay for a photo. I would mind this. I would like people ready for the photo. And make this come way up. Let's say it says click here for the slideshow. Would I want to come for the slideshow? Maybe if I were really, really interested. But for the most part, let's go back to the front page. This front page, Professionally Speaking Toastmasters Club in Pursuit of Excellence, very generic.
Yeah.
So generic. And look at this. It doesn't have the Pacific Standard Time either. It says Wednesday mornings. And it says where it's at, but I'd have to then figure out, is this Vancouver, Washington? Oh, that's Pacific Standard Time. If it is, the meetings may also be accessed via Zoom. If you wish to attend. Yeah, see, this is where I really want outside eyes, new eyes looking at your website and making helpful suggestions. If I put these two websites up next to each other, this one and then Clark County Toastmasters, I want to look at the difference between 1 and 2. Having all those colors really messes with my eyes. This is so clean. I really appreciate that. It's easier on my eyes. This is really hard on my eyes. I can't read it, you know.
I'm not seeing you switch back and forth.
Oh, you're not?
No.
What are you seeing? Are you seeing professionally
I'm seeing
speaking?
your email.
What? Oh, you don't want to see my email.
That's like, I don't have my glasses on. Don't worry, you can't read any of it.
How long is my email been up? Well, I hope not very long. Let's see. Okay, so it went to that. Oh, because I shut my screen off. I was reading my email. Okay, now you can see professionally speaking, right?
Right.
Okay, look how clean this is. Just look how clean this is. Outside of the fact that I'd like to have a photo or a video, but it's just cleaner. Now, let's see if it will go back. Now, do you see Clark County? Nope, you don't. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, yep. Yeah, so it's a delay.
Oh, I lost it.
It's a delay. All right, so there's a bit of a delay. Let me go back up. And now I'm going to share this. Okay. Professionally speaking, Clark County Toastmasters.
Right.
Take a look at that. This hurts my eyes in a way. It's too much going on. It's confusing. This, at least I can see what's going on. And actually, I've not seen this before, where here's all the club officer contact information.
Right.
I don't know why you would have that there. As a public person, would I actually, I did though. I did when I was coming to join your club.
Right.
I just went in and I emailed the top 3 people.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, right, that's what I did. So
right.
As long as somebody reaches out, I guess that's effective. But again, if someone's brand new and hasn't been to visit your club like I had, they're not going to know what's what, and they're not going to know how great the club is, and they're not going to understand what it's about. They don't know what President's Distinguished Club means.
True.
Who cares? Who knows that? I love that they're in pursuit of excellence in communication and leadership training. But you know what? That could actually turn some people off who feel intimidated by that. So, and I know professionally speaking would not put that forward because they're so welcoming. So how can we get this as the number one thing that we're sharing with through our website? Because it's sometimes the very first thing people see is your website. And that's all they know about you as a club. So let's see if we can improve these. Bob, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no problem.
I will go over the last 2 because we covered the top 5, and that is our above the fold, essentially, right? What is the first thing people see? It needs to be clear, not confusing, not chaotic, crystal clear. Bite size, enough that it's digestible. Video is fantastic. And then the keywords or the key phrase that people are searching for. What are people searching for to find you? How to be a better speaker. We help you learn how to be a better speaker, or whatever it is. We help you make great presentations, because maybe they're searching, how do I make a great presentation? We help you create the best toasts for your wedding, graduation, right? If that's what you do. Be really concise and clear about what you do in video, in word, in photographs, and then the call to action is the most important. if your call to action is only a contact box that's buried, contact us, that's buried in a bunch of other buttons,
Mhm.
you're going to make me dig for it. Don't make me dig for it. Contact us. And I see a lot of websites today, just take them straight to a Zoom. Well, let's say it's Monday afternoon and your Zoom meeting's tomorrow at noon. And I click on that. It's taking me to a dead meeting room. I don't want to go there. I want to give you my information. I want you to follow up with me. This is really important. So make the contact us more prevalent than your link to your Zoom, which, by the way, I don't love that you have these Zoom links immediately on the website prevalent, because anybody could go on there, and Zoom bombers are now more and more
Mhm.
happily jumping
Yep.
on them.
Yep,
Okay.
that's the concern.
Plus, you have no way of capturing their information, even if they come in to visit your club. And we need this, as the VP memberships need to follow up with, find out, why didn't they join the club? Ask them, what did you like most? What did you like least? What would you like to see more of? We have to start having more dialogues with people who come and be visitors. And our website needs to be able to accommodate that. Okay, I'm getting all serious again. This is a fun thing. These strategic work sessions are about you guys, PR managers, VP PRs, and anyone who's running the club websites. So please take advantage of these. I'm here to support you. Bob's here to support you until he goes on to his awesome trail. When do you leave?
I'm just going to go take a little walk on April the 6th.
What's the little walk? How many miles?
Well, the first day, I'm just going to walk about 10 miles. When I get tired, I'm going to lie down, take a nap. I'm going to get up the next day, take another little walk. Do that for about 6 months.
Camping? Tent?
Packing with a backpack.
So you'll tent.
I'm gonna be like a hermit crab with a 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot.
Right.
Everything that I need: my food, the water, the tent, the cook system.
10 miles a day.
Well, maybe 15. I'm going to start off slow.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
I'm going to
Okay.
start. One of the biggest problems with people starting the Pacific Crest Trail, 50 people a day start every day from March the 1st to May the 31st. And out of all of those people, about 75% of them drop out by the mile 100 because they go too fast.
Oh, okay.
And they end up with knee problems or injuries, or they get burned out or whatever.
So 10 miles a day for 10 days will get you to 100.
It'll be a little faster than that. I'm gonna ramp up to 10 miles, 15 miles, probably 15 miles a day to begin with. And then once I've got my legs under me, I've got my wind, got my second wind, probably be up to 20 miles a day, 25 miles a day, except going up Mount Whitney and across the Sierras. And the snow, that's going to slow you down quite a bit. River crossings will slow you down.
Okay, so you're starting on oh my goodness. I'm so excited for you. This is your first time, yes?
I'm terrified.
Oh, but you said that there was someone who's done it 6 times, right?
Yes. Well, there are people who have hiked all of the major north-south ultra hikes across America. The Pacific Crest Trail is on the West Coast. The Continental Divide goes across the Rockies.
Right.
And then the Appalachian Trail goes from Georgia, Springer Mountain, up to Katahdin in Maine. That's another 2,000 miles. So it's 2,000, 3,000, 2,500 miles each. And people have basically made a career out of walking these things. And if you'd walk all 3 of them, it's called a Triple Crown. And there are people who have done multiple Triple Crowns.
Wow.
That's
One exciting.
For me.
Yeah, I'm not quite ready to do something like that, but I bet you I could see that being an amazing adventure. I'm excited for you.
Adventure is the key word. That's what I'm looking for, is adventure. the spirit of exploration. I've always explored my neighborhood whenever I've moved. As a little kid growing up in Wales, the coastline of North Wales was my backyard. So I'd go out as far as my little legs could take me and get home before sundown. That's when kids could run wild and loose without any parental supervision back in those days.
Yeah.
Every time I've moved, I've explored my neighborhood, taken up running like a 10-mile radius around my house. And now I'm retired. I don't plan to move, living in Vancouver. So it just made my neighborhood a little bit bigger. That's all.
That's for sure. I'm so excited for you, Bob.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for you. And well, your daughter will be at the Professionally Speaking.
Pardon?
So well, Liz Hall will be there, right? At Professionally Speaking. She's not
Oh,
going.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
She'll be there. She's going to give a
We'll
speech.
get reports. I
She's going
know.
to give a speech on Wednesday. She's going to replace Mark Phillip, who couldn't make it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, good.
So she said, "Hey, I'll do it." So,
Great.
yeah, good job. And then she's got another one on April the 5th, an
Perfect.
icebreaker. This is the one this week is going to be the last lessons learned type of thing about your path. In the path, this will close out the presentation mastery path, the last speech.
Outstanding.
And then the week after that, she's going to give her icebreaker in a new path.
Terrific.
So,
I love it. I love it. Well, good. You've got
Yeah.
some definitely adventures coming up, and we'll look forward to hearing all about it.
yeah,
Thanks for being on here with me.
sure. You're welcome.
All right. We will see you next time.